Happy New Year, guys, and Brandon B back at you again. One thing I want to talk about for this particular video is the ability to be approachable, the ability to want people to want to be around you, the ability also for you internally to want to be around people. This is one thing I started having to work on and caught myself really having, I would say, some type of difficulty with, is that I did not really want to be around people for long extended periods of time. But this is weird, and this is also contradiction towards a person that I said that I wanted to be, right? I said I wanted to be a rapper, said I wanted to be a podcaster, said I wanted to be not actor, but an athlete, right? These are all things that will require me at some point or another to speak to many different groups of people from many different backgrounds. And yet I'm trying to be towards myself. I'm trying to mean mug. I'm trying to be standoffish to a lot of people. This is something that I think that a lot of us may suffer with on some level, right? We want to be to ourselves, especially in this era of social media where it's easy, as I'm doing, right? Ironically, to talk to a camera, but very difficult to talk face-to-face, person to a person. And this, as I think, makes a lot of us at times very uncomfortable. And one thing I started really having to work on, I worked on 3 things last year. I worked on taking my headphones out just for the sake of, sometimes, a lot of times, we're just in a waiting room or something. We got our headphones in just cause. But I started trying to stop that, even though there was a tendency to want to do it. But I took my headphones out. When you got your headphones in, people don't want to talk to you. You got your headphones out, a little more open, a little more approachable. I started acknowledging a person's existence when they walked into a room. And what that means is when I was by somebody, of course, when these weird times of 2020, then now 2021, I started to just acknowledge their existence, like by just simply saying hi, of course, within 6 feet. You don't want none of that. So none of that 5 feet action, 4 feet action, 6 feet, of course. And I started really just trying to focus on that. And so what I started doing was just talking to people, making sure that my presence was felt, making sure I acknowledged their presence, I acknowledged their existence. And those are the things that started really making things a little bit better. And of course, eye contact, number 3. I really started looking at people and really trying to care about some of the things, even the mundane things about life that people would talk to me about. And I started noticing that opportunities were coming my way that were not typically coming my way before I started trying to adopt those three principles of my life. And a guy that I'm sure you guys are familiar with, that is internationally known around the world, The Rock, is a guy I started thinking of in terms of, here's a guy that to me, he was a wrestler, and obviously to the world now he's Dwayne Johnson, right? And so one thing I started noticing about Dwayne is that he was approachable, right? He was a person that could terramanatos his way to success. He could do it all, right? He was the Jeroni beating pie, but that was charisma. But one thing I started really understanding about this guy was that this guy could ingratiate himself with an audience. He can ingratiate himself with an interviewer. He had the ability to be around somebody, make that person feel comfortable because he was so comfortable being himself, right? So he could be the tough guy. He could talk about work ethic, motivation, dedication, what it's going to take to be successful. He can do something as goofy as be on Ellen and, get a cake splattered on his face, whatever it is. But he could do that, and he could have that ability, like I said, to be comfortable in his skin. Now, I'm not telling anyone or encouraging anyone to be like him. What I'm saying is be comfortable in your own skin. Be comfortable to understand that you are not fake because you're a nice person. You are not a brown noser. You are authentically you if you are still conducting yourself how you want to conduct yourself. So you got to make sure that you're being yourself, but also that you're moving in a way that is conducive towards you and your life and those around you towards getting what you want out of life. If you're a person like me that engages with people, that is going to have to, in terms of, if you want to be really successful, you're going to have to be around a lot of people. You're going to have to work on that, right? But once again, you don't have to take it all in one day. Just small steps. If you're in a room with somebody, you can start this off at the workplace. You're in a room with somebody, just say good morning, good afternoon, whatever. Just say hi to somebody. Acknowledge that person's existence. And trust me, you will start developing repetition, right? Which will help you in life, because what's going to happen is this repetition that you're starting to build up is you're going to lose some of these nerves of meeting new people, because you're going to be so comfortable and so conscious of the fact that you've done this 1,000 times over. You're going to realize people are people, no matter the position, the title, the name, the fame, whatever. but also you're going to start developing a reputation. People are going to come to you. When people come to you, you got to be ready, right? So Happy New Year. Of course, I want you guys to make sure you like, share, subscribe to this video, comment on this video, and of course, hit the notification button. And there's so many more videos on the way. Thank you for your time.